Hi, Tiffany. Can I have you run up to the here for a second? Do you want me to give Kevin Argus money? All right.
I have definitely experienced being on set and nobody being able to do my hair. I did a movie called Keanu and nobody on that set could braid my hair. So then I had to go outside of the movie, find people in New Orleans to braid my hair. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I cried about it because it was a lot of extra time that I could have been resting or learning my lines or just making sure my part was like, I was on point. I had to do extra work because I had to go into a dangerous part of town to get my hair braided.
So diversity with hairstylists is important.
It's extremely important.
I grew up around Mexicans, but my neighborhood itself was white. So when I would take my hair out, if some of my friends wanted to play with me, I was like, oh, I can't.
Hallie right here. Hallie, all the way to the right. Hallie, go back. Hallie, go back. Hey, Hallie. How you doing?
Eddie,
You look beautiful, Hallie.
Eddie, to your right, to your right.
Hallie, straight ahead.
That's why I had short hair for so long. It was easy. But I think as people of color, yeah, and especially in the business, we haven't always had people that know how to manage our hair. Those days are different now. That's when I started. Now we have the best hairdressers in the business in all areas of filmmaking. So I don't think that's really an issue anymore like it used to be.
Of the
Yeah,
little
because
kids,
they
the
need pottery.
unfortunate kids of Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But you go to Clinton.
First of all, this is a continuous fight that I have, even today. I'm having this conversation right now with my team on a project. And it's mind-blowing to me that it's like we still have to, meaning Black actresses have to fight to have Black hairdressers on set for us. There was one time in particular, I was doing this movie, and my God, I was the lead, and after this person did my hair, I cried. I was like, I cannot go out there looking like this. And the thing is, you know, our hair does amazing and beautiful, wonderful things, and we all have different textures. And it's important to have people on set that nurtures that and caters to that. I was even having this conversation with my husband. I was like, even you, it's like you have a barber, you know what I mean, that you have to trust to do your lining and to do your hair, because we have different hair textures. It does different things. And if you're not trained to know what it does, then we will look crazy. And I just don't understand why you have to fight to get someone to understand the importance of that. Because like I said, again, I am fighting with it today.
I auditioned for a project and I
did the whole thing. I like styled it for the period, the whole nine, right? And so essentially I got to set, and it was very clear that no one could do my hair. And so they just put a hat on me. And that was, I only need to learn a lesson once, truly. I only need to learn it once. Preferably sometimes I can learn it through other people and not have to experience it myself. But from then on, and every project is different, I come in prepared. I'll either demand that there be a budget. I call it like the hair consult fee, so that I can have whatever I need, a unit made or something, right? And I have conversations with the director and be like, this is what I was thinking, what it could look like. And I do all that work before we get to set so that I'm not stressed out.
Sure. Yeah, because you have to be able to. You need like a Broadway look, so you gotta create that look. You might need like a sitcom.
And what you're seeing, you know, when we're having these conversations about the unions, and it's essentially the same thing across every industry, in my opinion, right? Where you're like, oh, this is why the glass ceiling exists. So when you're getting your credentials as like a makeup artist or a hairstylist in the unions, you're required a certain amount of hours. You're expected to make those hours like with minimum pay. So you can't make a living while you're trying to like fight for your points and your hours. And then, for example, in Los Angeles, it's like $6,000. It's $6,000. So there are, you know, rules and systems in place, and it's also very who you know. So you can imagine that it ends up being this like cycle.
You can make $100,000 on one movie. Women spend $10,000 in a pocketbook and some shoes. Right.
And the hair and nails.
I told him that too, but I feel like yeah, people do that.
Yes, it's a problem. Yes, it's a problem because it's changing. I must say that it is changing. I'm showing up in trailers where there are certainly more people of color doing hair and makeup. It has not been the case, and getting people of color into the union has been challenging. I have always expressed a very clear desire to have a person of color, a black hair and makeup person, because it is a definite different sensibility. It's a different eye. It's a different way of it's just different.
In many instances, it's up to the production to say we do have a couple of African American actors that we want to make sure their hair is taken care of. Can we find? And it's up to them to address them. I can't determine what's going to happen. But if you have that, it's up to the production.
Listen, quiet, do your job, okay?